2013-2014 college basketball season will open Friday afternoon, 5 o'clock over at the Tad Smith Coliseum in Oxford, Mississippi. Jacksonville State's ladies taking on the women from Ole Miss. The Rick Pietri era officially begins on Friday afternoon. You've had a close scrimmage. You had the one exhibition outing last weekend against Miles. Won that one. Haven't talked to you since then. You've had a chance to go back and look at the video. I know when we talked immediately after the game, there's some things you liked, some things you didn't like. After you looked at the video, same feeling?
Yeah. In the first half, we just didn't have a lot of patience from an offensive standpoint. Had much more patience in the second half. And defensively, you know, I thought in the first half we defended pretty well. They made some guarded shots. They made some challenge shots. And so, you know, basketball is a game of math. You want to make people probability. You want to make them make challenge shots because the probability is they're not going to make a high percentage of them. So in the second half, they didn't make a high percentage of those challenge shots, and we were able to get a reasonable amount of rebounds. I think we held them to 21% in the second half field goal percentage, and clearly we were able to score enough to extend the lead. So, you know, but now we're graduating. We're going from the SIAC to the SEC, and so it's a big step. It's a big step, and so when you're going from a Division II program to the SEC, no matter what level of Division II, you know that you're making a major step up in the quality of the student athlete that's on the court, and so you know, SEC's got some quality players on their team. Matt Ensel's the head coach and very knowledgeable, understands. He's been in the SEC as an assistant for several years at Kentucky. I'm familiar with the people on his staff, and so they have quality players. They have a great point guard in McFarland. So we're going to have to compete. You know, we're going to have to bring everything we have to bear and do the best we can to get better with each possession.
Do you try to shorten the game as much as you can with the shot clock, take as much time off of it with each offensive possession?
Well, Ole Miss is going to make that hard because they play at a faster pace and they extend, and so they're trying to speed you up.
Will he play like they played at Kentucky when he was an assistant?
Well, I think ultimately that is his goal. I do think that just from things that I've read, and I think that you know, I know that he's going to play a lot of people. Mm-hmm. At least I know he did in the exhibition game, and their exhibition game was actually pretty competitive from a score standpoint. But we've got to find a way. There's a delicate balance between if somebody applies a lot of pressure to you, whether it be in the full court or the half court, you've got to penalize them for doing that to you. And the best way to penalize them is to attack. But again, like you said, you can't be crazy in your attack because then that just fuels the fire that they're trying to set. So we've got to find a way to be composed with the ball in our hands, to get ourselves the best scoring opportunities possible, and then we've got to get our behinds back as fast as possible because they're going to, made or miss, they're going to get it up there as quickly as they can.
Having said that, you've had the exhibition game, so you've seen them in the game or under the lights, as coaches like to say. But is it time now to get it going? You think with the practices that you've had and the preseason stuff, is it time to play?
It is. I mean, most of us as coaches, you know, there's still things that we haven't gotten down completely with our teams at this point, but it's time to play somebody. You know, when you've practiced as much, today was our 26th practice. When you've practiced this many times, now actually you learn by playing opponents, and so that's why most teams have a non-conference season that leads in the conference, so you can use the non-conference to figure your team out and learn things about yourself and learn things about what you need to do as a team that you didn't know by going up against each other every day in practice. So it's time to play games. It is, and you know, so if I said I want to wait till I'm ready, it might be January. You know, if I wait till I was truly ready, but it truly is time.
Well, you got Ole Miss and then Auburn after that, and then I think Georgia Southern's the third one, and year in, year out, top of the top three in the league in the Southern Conference. So the early part of the schedule is going to be pretty tough, isn't it?
It is, and you know, we're just going to have to manage it the best way we can. You know, we have to find a way to give the right amount of preparation, but also the right amount of rest, you know, as you play these 3 road games, you know, because the road does take a little bit of a toll on you. So, again, it's a delicate balance, but we'll figure it out. We do need to be prepared. because each team's going to have their own method, and we have to prepare for the method that they have on both ends of the floor, so we have a plan to attack both the offensive side and the defensive side.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Jacksonville State at Ole Miss Friday afternoon, 5 o'clock to begin the 2013-2014 college basketball season. You can keep up with all the action at JSUGamecocksports.com.